Okay, Tom.
Okay, good afternoon. So this class is mainly focused on the basic analysis for this week, our expectation on gold and market insights. Market insights, our previous analysis, I intentionally didn't clear these charts due to the last analysis that we had on gold and what we're expecting. If you remember from the last class, we're expecting this third touch of this trend line right here. We're expecting the third touch of this trend line. My network is quite not stable. We're expecting the third touch of this trend line, if you remember from the last class. Are you there?
Yeah. Yes.
Can
Yeah.
you see? Can you see we're able to get the third touch on Friday?
Yeah. I remember.
This was the analysis. Yeah, exactly. This was the analysis we had in the last class. We had a touch of this resistance of this support
Yeah.
level
We're
right here.
we're expecting it to form some W.
Yeah, we're expecting it to form a W pattern, but you can see that markets spiked. I think there was a news about that. I missed this. I missed this opportunity as well. I wasn't active on chat on as at that time because it was late. It was late on Friday night. Like this thing. It was late on Friday evening, and in the evening on Friday, the market gave this spike. So I also missed this. I missed this opportunity as well, and it was very painful because this is something I've literally been expecting the whole week. This buy is something I've literally been expecting the whole week. And this spike moved how many pips? This spike moved. It has moved about as at when it spiked to this top side, the highest it has done to is giving about 260 pips. You can see right there.
Yeah. 260 to 300 piece.
Yeah, exactly. So it has given a good number of pips already, but I missed this opportunity. But I already had this drawing right here as of the last time we spoke. I think that was on Wednesday or so. That was the last time I uploaded on YouTube. So this analysis was very, very dope and everything went well. But I wasn't able to make the most of this buy opportunity. I wasn't active on charts because this thing happened very late on Friday. And market was quite choppy on Friday as well. So I wasn't really able to get this move because I just had to close the chart and do something else. So now I'll just clear this off. So this just I just wanted to continue from the last class, and we can see right here that our analysis worked 100%. It's played out nice and it's played out perfectly. You feel me? So what's the next thing we are looking forward to seeing on gold? Let me clear this first now. Let me remove this buy now. Let me analyze this sell. This sell trade I had right here. What was the psychology behind this sell trade? Behind this sell trade right here, there was a break. I had a break that made me enter this sell, and this sell was moving in good profit already. It was moving about I think 160 or so. Okay, it was moving in, yeah, as of this point, it's moved about 93 pips profits until you had this spike to the top side. And immediately after the spike to the top side, market came back to retest this second market came back to retest this significant resistance level right here. Now this resistance level right here has been retested about four times last week. It has been retested about four times. And see right here. So this resistance level is the more the market retest it, the more it starts getting weakened. So this resistance level is becoming weakened already because market has retested it very much period of time. See, market retested it here. Market came back to retest again here. Market retested it. This is the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time. This is the sixth time the market is retesting this level. I hope you can see all these points where market retested this level very well.
Yeah. I can see.
So this is the one. Market retested again two. Market retested again three. Market retested here again four. Again five. And again the sixth time. So that zone is becoming weakened. So depending on the reaction that we get from there, to give us the insight on our decision making. But let me remove this. So I had another re-entry on the sell that moved very, very well as of this resistance level. So this was just a simple demand and supply entry. And you see it's moved well. This is about 190 pips. But I really had a lot of I wasn't wasn't quite much active sometimes last week, so I just had to like because market was shabby as at some instances. So, but at least we were able to get some real moves in the market. So, what was our expectation on gold for this new week? Simple uh breakdown of the market. What's our expectation on gold for this new week, and what are we looking forward to seeing on gold? What are we looking forward to seeing on gold this new week? You can see that the trend is still strongly bullish, just as it was last week. But now market is finding it hard to break this resistance level right here, this top level right here. If you have a break of this level, then gold is going to keep spiking crazily to the top side. But let's just keep watching. And what's our own expectation? What are we expecting the market to do this new week? What are we expecting? What has the market done and what are we expecting? What move are we expecting to capitalize on this week? So on daily time frame, we can see that market is still struggling a bit to like actually break this strong resistance level, but it's still strongly bullish. Market is still strongly bullish, and if we try it we have a lot of recent lows compared to drawing a trend line on the daily time frame. No, it's not dope. So let's go down to the 4 hours time frame and see what the market is doing on this 4 hours time frame on the basis of our expect. I wasn't supposed to clear the sell. I wasn't supposed to clear the sell entry trade because I want to actually use it. Sell trade. Okay, exactly. Let me just try to let me just hide this uh and this other one because I want to use it. Okay. So what's our expectation for gold this new week? We've been able to establish on the higher time frame. We've been able to establish on the higher time frame that our market is still strongly bullish and we have some resistance level to actually break through. And we have this strong significant level as well right here. Now you can see we have this level right here. And the main thing we do on the higher time frame is just to do what? To mark out our levels. That's the main thing we do on our higher time frame to mark out the support and resistance levels where we expect some movement in the market. I've been able to identify these two. This right here is a significant resistance level, is a significant support level where my horizontal ray is. Can you see? Where my horizontal ray is a significant support level.
Yeah, I can see
Okay, so when market comes to this
support
level,
level.
we should see some reaction in the market. And right here as well, we have a significant support level that's been tested twice. And if market comes to this level as well, we should be expecting some reactions in the market. But looking at this current trend, looking at this now, let's deal with this. Let's deal with this main zone. Let's deal with this area alone for now. Let's deal with this area alone for now and look out for what we are expecting gold to actually do this new week. What we're looking for gold to actually do this new week. We can't expect more than continuations of the buy. We're basically expecting more of the continuation of the buy. But before the buy happen, we're definitely going to be seeing some corrections in the market. And when market is moving in a trend, when market is moving in a trend, what markets mainly do is what? Give impulsive move to a particular direction, and market will correct itself to the other way again for more power to be able to gain more pressure to give another impulsive move again. But you'll be able to identify that what, as a trend trader, you'll be able to identify that what the move is more on this way, or the trend is actually following this way. And you know what establishes a trend? Higher highs, higher highs, and that's actually very very. We can see that right here. So we have another low, we have a lower low, we
Higher
have
high, higher low,
a higher low, we have a
higher
lower
highs,
high.
higher low,
Yeah, exactly.
higher
So
highs.
this is a lower high. This is an equal high right here. So depending on what we actually see, depending on the move that we see right here, that will give us the decision for what we're actually expecting. Now we still try to maintain our trend line, the one we had from last week. We still try to maintain it. If you remember, this was exactly how I did that trend line last week. This was exactly how I did that trend line last week.
Yes,
Yeah, exactly. And we're expecting that spike. We're just
The
expecting
one
that back.
you,
Yeah. So this was exactly how we did it last week until this spike happened. So what are we majorly looking at right here? Now we can expect market to continue its bullish movement or probably see some retracement or some change of character in the market. This is a significant support level. There's a significant support level right here. There's significant support level right here that when market comes back to, market tends to give some reaction. Now, if the market gives some rejections, gives some corrections rather, up to this level, we can still expect to do what? Continue buying. If we see some other confirmations, some candlestick confirmation in the market, the W pattern, we can continue buying. But what if we see a break of this zone right here? If we see a break of this zone right here that close below this recent support level, then we can expect a retest. It means what? Market is gradually changing its pattern. And we can expect a retest at this level, and we can expect market to sell back to this main support level, this strong support level that we have right here on the 1 hour time frame. And right here on the 1 hour time frame, we either continue seeing some spike, some buy continuation in the market from here, or we can see markets falls down back, or we can see market sell back to come and retest three this three resistance level that's been tested in this area right here. Do you understand me? Do you know this? You can see
okay,
this three resistance level that is here.
yes,
Exactly.
yes,
So possible that we'll see markets reject back to that level as well. But this level that I'm marking out right here is also very much significant. And we'll just try to keep our stop loss very, very minimal. And this giving us about just 54. This giving us 56 pips stop loss. And we can bank on this opportunity. Even if we start now, this is the expectation. We buy to sell just like the normal quotes, just like the favorite quotes, we buy to sell and we sell to buy. Now, it's very much more better to do what? To follow the trend of the market. It's very much more better to follow the trend of the market. If we see a rejection that comes back to retest this trend line, market will continue in its sell. Market will continue in its buy rather, as long as we see some candlestick confirmation, whether a W pattern or a pin bar at this trend line level, then we can do what? We can bank on the buy. But if we start to see a break of that trend line and of this support level that I've marked out right here, if we see a break of that level, then we might change our bias to a sell.
and a retest.
You get exactly, then wait for a perfect retest, or probably from that level, we can even get an M pattern to bank on and start selling. Do you understand?
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. So that's the benefit of that's one of the extra benefits of being a price action trader. You don't just limit yourself to a particular movement. You study the trend and you are able to like identify where's the market, where's the pressure on at the moment, and how do I bank on this opportunity? So that's the main idea. So this is the basic thing I'm actually looking for on this trade this week. This is the basic thing I'm looking for this week. But depending on the action that price give, I know probably we might have some fundamental. But I'm not sure if there's any news coming up this week. Is there? Is there any news coming up this week? Let me check real quick.
yeah, I think CPI.
CPI news this week. Is there CPI news?
Yes, but I think there is news this week.
My FX book. Can you see my screen though?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Where are you seeing there? Is it still the chart you're seeing? Is it still the chart
No,
that you're seeing?
my FS book.
You are seeing my FX book, right?
No, I can see my FS book. Yeah,
Okay, so you can see where I'm at currently.
yes, keep up to date with them. Yeah, I can see. I guess you are
Okay,
checking news.
okay, right. So I just wanted to be sure. Okay, so what are we expecting this week? We can see some high impact news on GBP on pounds. We can see some high impact news on pounds. We can see some high impact news. We're having some okay. We're having CPI news on US dollar tomorrow. This is okay. This is not tomorrow. This is on Tuesday, August 12th. That's on Tuesday, right? That's on Tuesday. So we're having CPI news on
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah, we don't have any main news tomorrow. Let me see. I don't know why this thing is too fast though. August 11, 11, 11. We don't have really. We have an high impact news on Australian dollar. We have an high impact news on Great Britain pound. Uh, we have some mainly on Australian dollar and pounds. But on Tuesday, that's when we have the main impact news on US dollar. We have CPI news on US dollar. What of Wednesday? On Wednesday, we don't have any impact news on Wednesday. Okay, we have one impact news. We have an impact news on Australian dollar on August 13th. Can you still hear me, please?
Yeah, I can see unemployment rate. I mean, are you there?
Yeah, sorry, can you still hear me? Can you hear me? Are you there?
I mean, I'm here.
Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Hello, what's up? Can you hear me now? Hello,
Yes, I think Sammy went off.
can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Sorry,
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know if this thing is still actually recording though.
Yeah, it said recording in progress.
Okay, okay. So I have to share my screen again.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see my screen, right?
Yes, it's I've started sharing. I can see your screen.
So on Wednesday we have high impact news on Australian dollar. Uh,
$1.
we have a lot of high impact news on pounds this week. We have a lot of high impact news on
Yes.
pounds. On Thursday, what of Thursday? Thursday we have high impact news on euro. We have high
Euro.
impact. This will be affecting pairs like euro USD, euro JPY, pairs like that. What of Friday? Let's see Friday. Okay, we have PPI. We have
Friday,
PPI.
US PPI.
Was that on Friday?
Yeah, Friday PPI and JPY too. There is news.
Okay. So, but our main focus this week is Tuesday and Friday, right?
Yeah.
On Tuesday, what's that news we're having on Tuesday again? CPI, and Friday we're
Yeah,
having PPI.
CPI.
CPI and PPI news.
Think
So
PPI news will be on Thursday.
let me see.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. Okay. So mainly our main focus is Friday and our
Tuesday.
main focus is on Friday and Tuesday. Yeah. Okay. Cool. 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 So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes this week. That's our main focus. Just like I said, is mainly on getting on the buy, but based on uh whatever the action we have in the markets, we just follow the trend. Tomorrow markets will mainly form and give us the opinion of what we should be expecting this week. And fundamental as well, whatever news comes out will also affect the market significantly. But as long as our technical is intact and we just monitor through, we should be able to really get good moves this week. So you hope you got the analysis right.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So mainly we are expecting buy, and if we get a rejection, if we get a rejection up to this level, then we might bank on the buy. As long as we see our candlestick confirmations, as long as we see them, then we can get on the buy. And if we have a break of that support level right there, if we have a break of that support level to the downside, then we change our buyers to do what? To sell,
So,
right? Exactly. So we change our buyers to
yeah.
sell after getting a retest. We change our buyers to sell after getting a retest. Once we get a proper retest, we change our buyers to sell, and we can look forward to buying again from this significant level. You can see that this level I marked as right here is a very significant support level on a higher
Strong
time frame.
support level.
Actually. So it's a strong support level. So we have to majorly do what? Follow the trend of the markets and listen to the markets. Markets will always give it signs, it will always give patterns, it will always speak. So we just have to be patient enough to listen and wait for the proper entry to actually what? To actually shoot. So let's stay active this week. We should be getting real good opportunities. And probably if I'm active on Tuesday as well, I will be very much active this week. So probably we'll be able to trade the CPI news together if we get some real spikes in the markets.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
understand? Yeah. So let's see how it goes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So,
Let's see.
so
Let's see.
Sammy, I think
I'm with you.
yeah, can we go to the power time frame?
Okay.
Yeah. Let's zoom out so that it becomes more. You see there was some imbalance or inefficiency which caused a fair value gap. So do you think, assuming it tends to a sell, do you think it will go to that side? That's around 32 something. Yeah, as in, let's zoom in. Sorry, in.
Like this.
Yes, that fair. Do you think it will correct? You can see from fair value gap there. That
When
long
you
candlestick,
you're talking about this one.
or it. Yeah. Do you think the market, assuming the market crosses that strong secondary support level,
I did
meaning it
market.
will go and correct it?
Okay. I did market crosses that trend line that I marked out there.
You see, the fair strong support level is that right, and
Yeah.
that resistance level, you can see that resistance level. That is our support level, second support level. That straight line you've drawn
Yeah.
around 3353.
Yeah.
Yes. So I was thinking, assuming that it sells and also crosses that line, and it gives some, uh,
The only thing
let's say,
I understand you. Like you're talking of the fair value gap you're talking of there. I don't really trade. I don't trade fair value gap, dude. But I get the
yeah,
understanding of what you're saying. That will markets come as far as filling this zone right here? That's what you're
yes,
saying.
because it was
The
yes.
market come back to fill this area, but that's still
As
very
far as failing,
as far as as far as price action is concerned. As far as price action is concerned. What's wrong with this thing? This thing is not allowing me to click properly. Okay, I think I'm clicking on this. As far as price action is concerned, yeah, the only reason that can make gold sell up to that level is if we have a break. If we have a break of this level, just like we are expecting, and we have a retest of that level, we can see sales up to this zone. But if this level, this level that we are actually expecting a buy, it depends on the pattern that we get from there. But if we see markets break that level as well, markets might come back to this zone right here and start correcting itself. If we see some kind of like W pattern, you can see corrections. But if we have a break, if we get a break of this level, if we get a break of this level, then you know what will happen next. We can probably have a retest and price will continue to the downside. You understand?
Yes, I get it now. Yeah.
Yeah. So those are the
Yes.
only conditions that can make markets. But markets, just we can't just expect spikes to go down that way. But possibly this week, if we have some fundamental news that favors the US dollar and the US dollar gets stronger and the US dollar gets stronger, then we can do what? We can see gold selling
Sell them
massively.
off.
Yeah, exactly. We can see gold selling more. But we have our analysis drawn up and we just what follow suit. You understand me?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that will be all for now. Probably later on if there's any updates, I'll just let you know. And I'll send this link to Nana Yao so you can also stream it as well. And I'll also be posting it on YouTube. Probably once you check this later on.
Okay, Sam. And okay, looking at this then, see gold, Euro USD and GBP, those pairs they kind of move in the same direction. Let's say Euro USD, GBP USD, New Zealand